Hey guys, it's me, pt.2 here, back with another video, and in today's video we are doing part 2 of the bow video. So before we get into this video, if you do like this kind of stuff, this money-wasting, ridiculous content, then make sure that you subscribe and leave a like for more. And if this video gets 100 likes, then I will be going for every sword in the game maxed out. Don't let me down. Anyway, before we get on to the damage test, I just want to say that the armor that I will be using is the full fierce strong dragon armor. The pet that I will be using is a level 66 with a skeleton pet, as it is an all-around amazing pet. And my skills, I have foraging 23, combat 25, and none of the others actually affect your damage, so we don't need to go into them. And here are my talismans. They're all ungodly. You can see what they are, and I have the piggy bank there. Anyway, into the damage test. So, the first bow that we're going to be looking at today is the Unreal Bow, and there are the stats. Let's get into the damage test. So we are going to be doing the damage test 10 blocks away from a creeper dummy, and then we will change it if there are any other different things that affect that specific mob type. E.g. the Wither Bow deals more damage to withers. Surprise, surprise. So, the normal bow against a creeper fully charged shot deals 6,918, which isn't that bad. The next bow that we're going to be having a look at is the Wither Bow, and here are the stats on it, and we will be testing this against the creeper and against the wither mob, so let's get into the damage test. Against a creeper, the Wither Bow deals 7,123 damage. And against a wither skeleton, it deals 15,701 damage. The next bow that we're going to be looking at is the Unreal Decent Bow, and here are the stats. And you can buy this bow from Gregory the Opportunist in the middle of dragon fights. And it normally makes you profit if you get at least 3 frags on a dragon, because it's very cheap. But the arrows are quite expensive. Anyway, against a creeper, this bow deals 7,932 damage, so quite good. The next bow that we're going to be taking a look at is the Unreal Savana Bow, and here are the stats. All damage with this bow is doubled, which means that the hot potato books are doubled, and the enchantments are doubled, so you want to make sure that you get good ones if you use this bow. Against the creeper, the Savana Bow deals 16,404 damage. The next bow that we're going to be taking a look at is the Unreal Prismarine Bow. And here are the stats on this bow. And it has a weird ability where it consumes Prismarine shards in your inventory or quiver to deal 300% of the damage to Squid Guardians and Elder Guardians. However, they don't take damage from bows unless you're in floor 3 dungeons where it's an Elder Guardian. But I find that quite weird. So against the creeper, the Prismarine Bow deals 8,900 damage. However, if we change this mob here into a guardian, it will deal quite a bit more damage. So, against a guardian, the Prismarine Bow with the Prismarine shards deals 17,682 damage. So not bad at all. The next bow that we're going to be taking a look at is the Unreal Ender Bow, which has a very weird ability where you shoot an ender pearl out of the front. Anyway, here are the stats on it. And yeah, it's probably one of the first bows that I'd recommend going for. However, it isn't the first bow that I would recommend going for if you are new to Skyblock. Against the creeper, the Unreal Ender Bow deals 9,074 damage. Not too bad at all. Next up is actually a very new bow, which is the Unreal Undead Bow. And this is a dungeons bow, and it deals plus 100% damage to undead monsters. And I've got all of the dungeon bows in this video 3-starred, and they are actually really good bows. Against a creeper, this bow deals 10,506 damage. However, if we change this to an undead mob, such as a zombie, you can see that we will deal quite a lot more damage. 1,836, as a matter of fact, which is quite a lot more, which is why this is one of my main bows that I use in dungeons. The next bow that we're going to be taking a look at is actually the explosive bow. So I've got it on Unreal like all of the others. The only thing that this doesn't have that the others have is aiming, because I am an annoying zealot farmer. Anyway, it's actually got quite good stats, however it's way too expensive for the bow that it is. Against a creeper, this bow deals 11,136 damage. Not too bad, if I do say so. Next bow is the Magma Bow. Now this bow is actually very, very good for its price. It's 120k, and it deals 120 damage, 138 strength, and has all of these amazing things. Plus, the damage is doubled if you have magma cream in the quiver or your inventory. So, first we're going to test it out against this creeper without magma cream in our quiver. And you can see that without arrows in the quiver, it deals 1,500, 800 and something. It'll be on the top left of the screen, because I'm actually not too sure. I didn't actually see that. However, if we go and get some magma cream out of our ender chest and put it in our inventory, then we deal so much more. We deal 21,079 damage, which is actually amazing for the fact that this bow costs 120k. The next bow that we're going to be taking a look at is this slime bow. Oh, the slime bow. This bow costs way too much, and it doesn't even have that great of an ability. Consumes slime balls in your inventory to deal 5 times damage against magma cubes and slimes. Not even against every mob, and it doesn't have any strength by default either, so overall this is just a rubbish bow. But let's do a damage test against the creeper. It deals 1,195. But if we get some slime balls out of our ender chest, we deal no more, because it's not a slime mob. So let's turn it into a slime, and now it deals 65,000 damage, which is quite good. However, I don't know of any slime mobs in dungeons. I don't have any slime mobs that have over about 1,000 HP. So overall, this bow is not worth it. So the next bow that we're going to be taking a look at is the Scorpion Bow, which is an amazing bow because, well, it used to be an amazing bow because it deals 35 times your strength as damage for 6 seconds. And I've put it on Grand because obviously I want as much strength as possible, but the dummies don't really have too much health. But this is a very good bow against high health enemies in dungeons. So against a creeper, this wicked bow deals 12,989 damage. However, if we crouch, it deals the same amount, but it would have an overtime effect. But I can't show you that because the dummies only have 5,000 health. The next bow that we're going to be taking a look at is the Hurricane Bow. Now, this has been a good bow for ages, and it's just gotten better with the release of dungeons because it is an absolute room clearer. And, yeah, it's got really good stats as well, so 30 Virus didn't recommend this bow, however, I definitely would. Anyway, the Hurricane Bow against a creeper deals 15,030 damage. However, if we have all of the arrows hit, it deals the exact same amount, but it's hitting multiple times, and this is what makes it so good, because you run into a room in dungeons and it clears out the entire room. especially if you deal lots of damage. The next bow in the video is the Unreal Endstone Bow, and this is the bow that I would recommend if you are new to Skyblock, because it deals A, an insane amount of damage, just normally, and B, it's stupidly cheap. I mean, you saw that it just dealt 12,000 damage. However, we just right-clicked, so now it will deal 275 more damage. But we didn't crit. However, imagine the potential if we went into crystal armor. Anyway, we have crystal swap. We now have 17,000 mana, so let's just right-click, pull back the bow, and we don't get a crit. But anyway, you see the point. We would deal an insane amount of damage if you just right-click it and then pull back the bow. However, the only slight disadvantage to it is it doesn't add damage to the tooltip. No, that would be really actually overpowered. So normally it does 14,045, and then it deals only 35 more, so it doesn't actually add it to the weapons tooltip, so not as good as it might seem. The final normal bow that we're going to be taking a look at today is the Runaans Bow, the fabled Runaans Bow. And I mean, it's amazing for dragon fights. It has crazy stats. It has 3 arrows, although the side two only deal 40% of the damage. However, they aim unlike the Hurricane Bow's one. However, the reason this is bad in dungeons, arrows don't aim. Anyway, against a creeper, the Runaans Bow deals 18,522 damage. So this is why this is most endgame players' bow. There is a bow missing, it's the Mosquito Bow. But I'm not Spider Slayer 7. So expect a new video when I get that, guys. Not clickbait. Anyway, on to the final two bows. We have the Unreal Soulstealer Bow, which is very cool because look at this. You can't use it on your private island, I forgot about that. Go to the dungeon hub. So neither of these two bows can be used on your private island. However, let's just have a look at them in the over here. So this one fires with the skulls out of it, a bit like the Dreadlock sword. So that is really cool. And the machine gun bow, which you don't seem to be in a dungeon. I can't even show this to you, but it essentially does this. But without drawing the bow back, they just fire out of the bow. Anyway, I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have enjoyed it, make sure that you subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below which bow is your favourite.